Hello everyone out there in amazing immense land. I'm still Al Nook and sitting home now, pretty comforting and relaxing my ass position in my cozy armchair and actually I've been doing nothing doing whatever for all the day. All the day probably all the day like I passed a lot of cool activities like what I was doing is sketching my things lists of things to be done and put them down and on a sheet of paper and so like list of things that I wanted them to be accomplished finally just quit summer work job occupation recently for that thing not being paid thing and previously I thought that I would tolerate that for slightly longer or for the full course but lately I decided just I changed my mind. I don't want to be there for not getting paid and probably I want to learn myself as I've been doing previously for a long period of time. I change things that work right for me and for me it matters whether I'm paid I'm not paid and there I wasn't paid because I became an intern and it was past internship and internship turned in my not wanting to go there anymore for a bunch of reasons. They all intertwined together because again I'm not paid and it's too long. It's now the company that when I work excuse me into because of all these slightest intangible matters that all are combined that way that made me think this way that I'm thinking right now for me to be arrived in that conclusion that I finally arrived and so happy me in that regard because I'll find something or else to suit my needs or fit my needs I should say more perfectly or otherly perfectly I should say. That's what I'm craving for of doing and I'm on it. I've never been out of that process actually. I'm kind of like sharing my personal stuff that maybe not necessarily needs to be said, but I'm always trying to be that straightgoing attitude. It's nothing, some secrets in there, or no, any of those secrets I have disclosed to her that if I didn't want them to be disclosed, if I did that, then they were not secrets, and that's not a secret. It's just regular man's routine, kind of going through your everyday routine thing, and if that happens to you, if you're branching out in your life, trying to do something differently, and following several tracks, excuse me, simultaneously, not quitting your business, not quitting your ideas, trying to value your time. As I'm nearing my second youth, I'm being a very smart person right now. You know how feelings. I'm not sugarcoating something. I'm not a down person. I'm not a nerd at the same time. But what I do it to my own apprehension of what I do, and I'm deep about it. Actually, I followed a lot of shitty pieces. They didn't didn't go the way that I anticipated them to be happening. But finally, I kind of reached the result that finally dragged me into the conclusion that I just put it out for. So anyway, any regard counts. Give straight to there, my country below. Share your own expertise, opinions, and your life stories. That's just my life story for a short piece of those strategies that I do. And actually, I'm pretty unique, guys. Say I'm pretty weird, and I mean weird. I mean fucking literally being weird and just me for now can do. Yes, I love my American. I love my American mood. I love my American sounding. I love my American voice. I love your American voices. I love any American voice on news channels or elsewhere else. Just something happens and comes out of me when I hear American intonations and American just natively said words, new phrases. Didn't know them previously. Then they became sounds I kind of got them bored and I'm using them and trying to emulate and shadow Native American speakers and trying to getting rid of my native excuse me, language derived accent and I'm shedding my accent And if I'm doing well, then you're allowed to give me whatever your attitude in my concession below. So anyway, getting back to the track of having no track at all now today's video shoot, which I'm proud of doing, and finally we cannot get it on the track. We didn't have it in the first place previously, so happy us, right? So you know how it goes down. Wearing green tonight, inner side out as I regularly do when I'm home. I don't know. I like wearing things inside out actually. I don't know why, but the stitches, see the right shoulder stitch goes right at top of my t-shirt. It's seen. I'm weird. I warned you. And this kind of maroon, kind of red line that goes arching my neck, and that's just inner side out. No can do. That happens too, that you like wearing things in your side out. Comment down below, probably we are colleagues and counterparts in that regard. Garrel, yes, it's been a long while. I've been slammed with something doing. It's like unfolding, yeah, snow is hanging and looming over my head, pressing me down slightly, making me low, but to the middle extent, not the full extent. I'm pretty sure from the lesson that it is, despite the fact that I said you that it's snow, it's sleeting, it's snowing, it's sleeting again, it's fucking reiterating again and again. This fucking snow thing, it's too much snow recently, I should say, too much. I'm not whining, I'm just nature is good. I mean, anyway, it's good, and we're all blessed with having our precious lives on this planet called Earth. Got it all nice. Stay tuned to my channel, so I don't fucking even think about it. I'm not allowing you to do that in that regard, again and again, being reiterated by me, and follow whatever your ideas, don't follow mine. And if you want, then you may parallel my track. You have my permission of doing so, and that being said, I'm repping the shit. I'm repping again the shit. I don't throw it away. I threw it away. It doesn't block it out, pushes waste anymore. Be good, I got it all nice, and to my channel. Thanks again for being with me tonight. I still fucking know what repressing my American. Be good, night. Thanks again for staying to my channel, for being with me tonight. So all around, guys and gals, be good.